Teacher Kim here. I wanted to take a minute to talk about something that I deal with, um, and it is dizziness. I normally would only put teaching tips, but I felt this was important just to talk a little bit about what I deal with every day in case anybody's interested. So, I have what's called Meniere's. When I was 15, I was in a car accident and I had a concussion that was undiagnosed. Ever since then, I've dealt with dizziness. It took them well over a year to figure out what was wrong with me and why I was sick. And once we finally figured it out, they realized there's nothing they can really do. There is a surgery that I could have done, but it would cause hearing loss. And since I'm affected in both ears, I would be completely deaf. And so that's not a viable option. Back when I was first diagnosed, it was not a heard of disease. It was just really new and really rare. It has a lot more people now that are affected with it, and the problem is it affects every person differently. In my case, I have the dizziness and I have occasional pain in my ears because of it. Other people, they could have ringing in their ears, they could have hearing loss, which I'm getting the hearing loss now. I have hearing loss in this ear already. But yeah, when I was first diagnosed, my doctor told me I could hear grass grow, and that was the concern that would lose my hearing. So he checked it regularly. I haven't seen a doctor for it in years because there's nothing they can do for me. They have done medication for me, and the medication, my body is immune to it, so it doesn't help anymore. Well, it didn't help for a long time. They tried physical therapy, where you learn how to cope with it. By the time we tried physical therapy, the physical therapist told me that I was past the point of them helping. I was actually um, functioning higher than what they could do to help someone normally. What they do to test you is they lay you down and have you sit up really fast. And when you sit up really fast, your eyes twitch when you're dizzy. You can't see it, but that's what happens. Your eyes, you can look in someone's eyes and their eyes are twitching. And my eyes were twitching, but I was sitting up and I was talking to them and I wasn't, you know, I wasn't wobbling and I wasn't throwing up. And so they said that I was past the point of them helping. I don't take medication. If I get sick really bad, which rarely happens, but if I get real bad, I can take something. But in my case, I am dizzy 24/7. Now, for me, that's normal, which means that if I say I'm dizzy, I'm actually worse than normal. So if I drink a lot of caffeine, like with this job, I usually drink caffeine in the morning to help me wake up. Right now, I'm dizzy. My head is spinning, and I can tell you I'm dizzy. Um, Normal days, I am dizzy, but I can't tell you that because I don't feel it anymore. It's become such a normal thing. I've been dealing with this for almost 20 years now because I will be 35 in August. So, yeah, almost 20 years that I've been dealing with dizziness. So, what does it mean? It means that I can work because I push myself. But it also means that there are days where I need to lay down. If you have dizziness, first off, don't be like me. Don't try to push through and tough it out. I have a lot of experience. If you feel dizzy, lay down, sleep. That's what your body needs. There are many causes of dizziness. There can be ear infections, all kind of things. In my case, I know my cause. But other people, you aren't going to know what's causing yours. See a doctor. Um, if you're stubborn like me, there are products over the counter you can take. Dramamine has the medicine in it the doctor will prescribe you, or you can buy meclizine. Meclizine is an over the counter and prescription medication. Um, Over the counter is a little more expensive because you get less pills per cost of pill, but temporarily it would help. But I had someone post in one of the groups that I'm a member of with one of the companies I work for, that they were dealing with dizziness. So I was just thought I would put it out there how you can cope with it. Um, I've been dizzy all my life, I mean, for 20 years. So for me, it's nothing. Now, I will tell you, if you are dizzy, increase your water intake, reduce your salt and caffeine intake. These things lead to dizziness. Um, and then also be kind to those of us with silent illnesses. You can't see what's wrong with me. You can't look at me and tell that I'm dizzy right now, but I am. Um, and if your child says, "Hey, I'm dizzy," and you don't know if you should believe them, if you look in their eyes should be moving back and forth if they're dizzy. And if they are, make them lay down. This really was just a kind of PSA to put out there on dealing with dizziness. If you have questions, let me know. If I didn't explain things well, let me know. I kind of did the spur of the moment. But anyway, I'll post a little bit more about Meniere's, maybe a link to a website in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Bye.